What's going on, YouTubers? Happy 4th of July. Week 27 is in the books, and we do, in fact, have 27 tickers in the weekly portfolio. Our top performer this week, MST, came in at 80% distribution. USOY came in at 77% distribution. Can't talk right now. PLTW, 72% distribution. Excuse me. Let's get into the numbers. Some of our numbers are messed up because YETH popped into the weekly, so I'm not going to have a percentage average for the portfolio this go around. We do have $16,932 invested in this portfolio. QQQY came in at 39% distribution. The data's already in Yahoo. We're doing the video today because it is Friday, and that's what we do, but most of the, Defiance won't pay, and YieldMax won't pay until Monday because of the 4th of July. So, no complaining. QQQY, this one came in, I said 39% distribution, $5.46 added to the snowball. QDTE, this one came in at 33% distribution, giving us $1.83. QDTY, this one came in at 19% distribution, $1.13 added. WDTE, this one came in at 31% distribution, $3.27. And if you've been watching or if you're new, Yahoo Finance, their money's off by like a couple pennies and their dates can be off. XDTE, 29% distribution, $1.73 added. SDTY, this one is our lowest performer. This one only came in at 18% distribution, giving us $1.15. IWMY, this one came in at 51% distribution, almost $7 added to the snowball. RDTE, this one came in at 39% distribution, giving us $2 and some pennies. RDTY, 26% distribution, $1.65 added to the snowball. YBTC, 31% distribution, $2.02. YieldMax came in at 60% distribution, giving us $3 and just over 3/4. YMAG came in at only 19% distribution, $1.33 added. That's pretty low. Let's effing go. This one came in at 60% distribution, giving us an even $7. GPTY, 35% distribution, $2 and almost 1/4. What else we got? NVDW came in at 49% distribution, $3 and just over 50 cents. NVII, this one came in at 28% distribution, giving us $1.71. TSLW, 70% distribution, very nice, $4.38 added. What else we got? TSII, this one came in at 55% distribution, $3 and just over 1/4 added. AAPW, 38% distribution, $2.12. COIW came in at 67% distribution, giving us almost $7. Very nice. COII, this one came in at 55% distribution, giving us $4 and a penny. PLTW, 72% distribution, $7.16. Very nice. MAGY came in at 34% distribution, $2 and just over a quarter added to the portfolio. MST, this one came in at 80% distribution, our top performer for the week, giving us $4.87. MSII came in at 36% distribution, $2.19 added. USOY, 77% distribution. This one gave us $37.44. Last but not least, YETH, Roundhill. This one just kicked over to a weekly. It did not pay a monthly for the month of June, but I think they combined the monthly and this weekly. That's why the payout is so high. So I was not sure which way to go with the math on this. I went with an equation for a monthly, and I got 74% distribution for this one. So next week, it'll be back to normal, well, the new normal for a weekly payer. So that's why we got $177.83 on this one. So this $299, we're actually going to throw it into a different portfolio because our numbers are completely off because of Roundhill jumping ship from the monthly and going to a weekly. So next week, same numbers as far as the amount of money invested, and we'll get a good average on our portfolio. So let's take a look at how everything's stacked up. Uh-oh. Dang it. Alright. I'll make sure you guys can see it. I had to implement a scroll because this chart's getting way too big. Alright, here we go. Week 27. Like I said, we don't have an average because Roundhill, Ether messed up our numbers. But we can take a look at the Nasdaq 100 competitors. Defiance, Roundhill, YieldMax. Defiance takes it. YieldMax struggling, barely even brought in half of what Defiance did for distributions. S&P 500. Defiance again takes it, blows out the competition, and we see yet again YieldMax coming in the worst performer out of all of them for the week as far as distribution rates. The Russell 2000, Defiance again takes it. All three, Defiance is crushing the competition. Looking at Roundhill and Rex shares, comparison for NVDA. Roundhill takes it, blowing out the competition. Comparison with the Tesla. Roundhill crushes Rex shares with the distributions for Tesla. And Roundhill and Rex shares comparison for Coinbase. Again, Roundhill takes it, blowing away Rex shares when it comes to the distribution rates. Completely different companies, I get it. Completely different strategies, but this keeps me a little bit more entertained. Defiance against Rex shares for MSTR. Defiance blows away Rex with over 40% distribution. Out frickin' standing. All right, you guys know the drill. We take a look at the net assets on the first of every month to see if these tickers are getting more money, more people interested, and more funding going into the ticker. So QQQY, they did increase. They went up 11 million in net assets. QDTE, they went up over 30 million in net assets. QDTY, they went up 1.5, 1.6 million, 1.5 million in net assets. My math is not strong today. WDTE, this one went up a little over 3 million in net assets. QDTE, they went up over 14 million in net assets. SDTY, they increased a little over 2 million in net assets. IWMY, they went up a little over 8 million. Well, over 10 million in net assets. RDTE, they went up about 9 million in net assets. RDTY, not much growth. 0.1 million in net assets. That one's struggling. YBTC, this one went up almost 20 million in net assets. On our largest one, YieldMax, this one's going to hit the $1 billion club next month, is my guess. Huge increase. Over 130 million in net assets. But that one's growing really good. YMAG, its brother, sister, little sister, however you want to call it. Not as much growth, not as popular. This one only went up about 25 million in net assets. Let's effing go. This one went up over 30 million in net assets. GPTY, over 11 million in net assets. NVDW, this one almost doubled. Went from 9 to 18 million in net assets. We got some new data. Rec shares, NVII. They're starting off with 6 million in net assets beginning of this month. Excuse me. Roundhill, TSLW. They increased over almost about 7 million in net assets. Rec shares, TSII. This one's starting off the month with almost 3 million in net assets. AAPW. This one almost doubled. It did double. It went from 3.2 to 6.8 million in net assets. COIW, huge growth, almost tripled its net assets. Outstanding. COII, this is our lowest one, smallest portfolio, or assets under management, I should say, coming in at 1.5 million as of July 1st. PLTW, this one almost doubled the net assets, going from 33 to 64 million. MAGY increased by just over 4 million in net assets. Defiance MST, we collected the data for the first time for our portfolio. They have 102 million in net assets that they're managing. MSII, this is new one. Rec shares, they got 7.5, almost 0.5 million in net assets. Going back to Defiance MST, they are the most expensive in the 27 that we have in this portfolio. They charge the highest amount of expense ratio at 1.31. That's a lot. So we better see some better distributions coming from them. USOY, they went up only 2 million in net assets. Slow grower. And our last one, YETH, it went up about 7 million in net assets. All right, people, that's all I got for you. Enjoy the 4th of July, eat some barbecue, and have fun. We'll see you next week.